Hello everyone, welcome back again. My name is Jesse, and in today's tutorial I'll be trying to see how to pass in conditionals into our template, right? So let's see, still part on our template in engines. Let's see how to do that. So this is what I mean. So let's say I have a list of books, an array of books, and I want to pass it into my template. So how do I do that? So I can just go with this. Here's a list of books, very good, interesting books. And I want to pass these books to be seen inside my view here. So how do I do that? I'll just pass it through as an argument. So it's going to be, let's call it as books, then books, right? So I'll be passing this particular books here, save it into my articles here. So we learned that to be able to pass in stuff, this is in this format, right? Anytime you bring this is how to pass in a conditional or a function. But then when you bring this like this, you are trying to put out the expression itself, right? The outcome, the output itself. So this is going to be the conditional. So now let's see how to do that in a simple way. So the normal basic JavaScript stuff is to do it like this. So I have books, then I'm going to do a for loop. So for each, then I'm going to give it a function, and I'm going to give it an item, right? So let's call it as book. For each book, right? That is how to do that in JavaScript. Then I'm going to pass in my book. Perfect. So that is something basic. So this is something that we can do in JavaScript. Very basic stuff. Now to allow it to be able to see this particular stuff, you have to bring these things in front of it. So I'm going to copy this, then I'll put it in front of it, right? Not the equal to. There's no need of this, because when you bring this, you're trying to put in the actual result. Then I'm going to close it again here with this, right? So now the first one has been done with. I've been able to do this particular expression. This is what I want to bring out. So because I want to bring this one out, I'm going to bring the equal to it, because that's what I want to see, right? Okay, perfect. So then I'll close it again. Then this is the end of the expression. So because this is the end of the expression, I'm just going to go with this without the equal to, and then I'll close it with this one. Perfect, right? So that is how to do that. So let's save it, and then let me put it inside a simple UL. Put this one inside a simple UL, and then a simple L, right? A link. Okay, perfect. A list rather. So if I run it, I save it. Perfect. See that it has listed it perfectly in a nice way. So that is how to do that. So you're just going to do the normal JavaScript stuff, but you're going to put it inside this thing without the equal to. And then the result you want to output it, you just bring the equal to there. You have to close it. Okay, so that is the basic idea about it. Okay, so now let's see how to do that same thing in Flask, right? So I'll shift to Flask. So how do you do that particular stuff in Flask? So let me copy the books here again. Copy the books, the list of the books here. Then I'll copy this one, and then we use it for the Flask. Okay, so how do I do that? So I'm just going to go back to this place, and then no need of this. So this is a list of all the books that you'll be using. So I want to iterate, bring this thing inside here. So how do I do that? This Flask is quite simple. I'm just going to go with books, then books. Perfect. So I've saved it, and now when I come to my articles here inside my Flask, we just move on the same thing. So I'm just going to create a normal list, and then this, right? Not perfect. So in Flask, to bring out something is going to be like this. This is the normal way to bring out the expression, out what you want to see. But the functions, the conditionals that you don't want to see, you're going to go with this format, right? Which is quite simple and similar, just like the one that we had previously, just like this. So in Flask, in Express is this is to this, right? If you want to bring a function out, it's just like this in Flask. Okay, so here, that is what I want to do. So I'm going to bring this one here. Perfect. Then I'm going to do the normal Python stuff, which is so for whatever I want to do. So for, let's say, a book in books, straight away, that is it. Then I'm going to pass in the stuff here. because I want to bring it out. So book. Then the final one is I'm going to close it with the same thing, but it's going to be end for, right? It is very, very important. So if this one was an if conditional, if it was an if, this is going to be end if, right? So because this is a for loop, in this case it's going to be end for, right? To just end it perfectly. So let's save it and then let's run it and see here. So when I run it, perfect, see that it's working perfectly. It is very, very simple and very, very easy. So in a nutshell, the easiest way to do that all in between Flask and then Express is just simple to, let's make it like this. Just going to do it, sorry for the size, just this one is just going to output the entire stuff, right? The moment you bring the equal sign here. In Express, in Flask, we just bring double of this. In Flask, you're just going to do this, right, for the conditionals. In Express, it's going to be this without the equal to, and then there's no need of end for, but here there's supposed to be end for that. So that is a basic idea about that. So thank you for watching, and I need inside the app here, it's still the same, very simple and similar. You just have to pass it here, and then here you just pass it as equal to. Okay, thank you for watching. If you have any question or contribution, you can just put it inside the comment section so that everybody can benefit. Please don't forget to subscribe. Stay blessed.